Cricket commentary has become a regular for over 100 years, thanks to the advent of radio, and it continues in the era of the television. Though this gentleman's game has changed a lot based on modern thoughts and ideas, the one thing that has not changed are superstitions. We have already made a top 10 on the strangest superstitions in cricket. Today at Simply Chumma, we are counting down the top 10 instances of commentators' curse in cricket. Before we get on with the list, a huge shout out to Sayanth and Ray who suggested this video. Thank you so much, keep the ideas coming in. Before we get on with the list, another thing, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for Simply Chumma if you haven't already. We would love your support for our new sister channel, Simply Curious, which now has all the non-sports and trivia-based videos. Let's get on with the list. Number 10, Waugh won't drop it. Tony Greig was quite sure about this. When Sachin skied a ball, it didn't travel much, and the bowler Steve Waugh readied himself for a regulation catch, and Tony Greig from the commentary cried out, "Waugh won't drop that!"
Well, that's gone straight up in the air. Waugh won't drop. There's no way in the world. He's dropped it. I can't believe it. What is going on?
Number 9, boycott casts commentator's curse on England's Alastair Cook. England Test cricket captain Alastair Cook was hit by the curse of the commentator. He was dismissed immediately after Test match special summariser Geoffrey Boycott had backed him to reach his century. The moment came with Cook on 96 during England's first innings in the second Test match against Australia at Lord's in 2015. Number 8, Vaughan to Cook. Cook drove a straightforward catch to gully just seconds after BBC pundit Michael Vaughan had sidled into the BBC Test match special commentary box and declared that Cook had finally rediscovered his form. Michael Vaughan's first words after taking the mic on the current skipper: "I'm looking at Alastair Cook and I know it's early and I know they will say commentator's curse, but I'm watching his movements and his movements are so much better now than they were last year," he said. He then advised spectators to keep an eye on Cook's feet, which he suggested were now moving much more freely than they had been. The next words that came from Vaughan's co-commentator Ed Smith: "Taylor round the wicket, Cook got." Number 7, Clarke and his big mouth. Williamson in the 2017 IPL match was batting at 89 when Clarke from the commentary box told how good the New Zealand batsman is and how he is surely going to hit a ton. Immediately after 2 balls, Williamson was out. When Williamson, while fielding, had a mic to talk to the commentator Gavaskar, who was sitting next to Clarke, and brought out the commentator's curse to Williamson. Clarke immediately apologized by saying, "Me and my big mouth." Everybody was smiling at the cute moment. Number 6, Warner needs 10 runs for 7,000. This was a commentator from Greenstand ABC Radio. He first started by saying Warner needs 280 runs in the innings to beat the highest Test runs scored between dismissals. And then he said Warner needs 10 more runs for reaching the 7,000 runs. It was too much pressure on Warner. He just couldn't come out of the curse and he was out the very next ball.
I'll throw another one at you. David Warner, he'd be about 10 runs shy of 7,000 Test runs.
Right, Wagner, what a wonderful effort. David Warner out for 43, caught and bowled by Wagner. It was a screamer. The Australians take their second wicket or see their second wicket fall. Australia 2 for 75.
Number 5, New Age commentator's curse. Akash Chopra went on to Twitter to tweet about KL Rahul, who had been showing all his patience by scoring 6 of 62 balls. 6 of 62 balls, he tweeted. "Hey Rahul, I know how that feels. Hang in there." Soon after the tweet, KL got out the very next ball, which made Akash Chopra tweet again saying, "Sorry, spoke too soon. Openers didn't have a good time in this innings after all." And everybody started retweeting and replying to him with a hashtag commentator's curse, a new age commentator's curse for sure. Number 4, Both the batsmen doing excellent jobs this morning. Shane Warne was in the commentary box, and during the Ashes match in 2013-14, he said that Clarke would be happy with the way these batsmen were playing. And both the batsmen doing excellent jobs this morning by not losing their wickets. The very next second, off went the bails.
More than happy the batsman done an excellent job this morning. That's what I call great timing, warning. Moz, sorry boys, Moz, 51 for 2. We were waiting for it, it's come. Went for the big pull.
Number 3, Morgan was claimed to be the key. The commentator was sure that Morgan was the key man. He said it himself. To quote him, this is what he said. So much talent. He hits it in the gaps, over the infield, and often over the fence. And the very next ball, he cried. Down he comes and out he goes. He was caught in the infield. It was pure witchcraft.
This man's the key. So much talent. He hits the ball into the gaps, over the infield, and often over the fence. Down he comes, out he goes. Here we go. The wicket Australia needed. Watson took the catch very comfortably.
That's a big moment for Australia. Anything can change now. Get the new batsman out there.
Number 2, Bevan doesn't drop him. Oh yes, he does. Tony Greig once more did the unthinkable. The batsman hit a ball up in the air and was going directly into the hands of Bevan. But somehow Greig had to add in a few curses milliseconds before it reached Bevan. And then this happened.
Well, that's in the air. Is this going to be caught? I think it might be. Bevan doesn't drop him. Oh, yes, he does. He dropped the thing. Well, he really looked as if he had that covered, and then it just popped out.
He's taken some real terrific catches, and particularly over the head. Waiting for it, and then getting nowhere near it.
Number 1, Warner has never been out in the 90s. This is a very funny video. You can see the co-commentator Shane Warne in utter disbelief that Mark Nicholas actually said those words. A few seconds later, Mark Nicholas just couldn't believe that he had such amazing powers.
Oh, you see, little fumble, and Warner, because of the speed he ran the first one, had set up the second. He moves to 97. Never been out in the 90s.
Mark, sorry. What did you just say then? Did you say he's never been out in the 90s?
In a test match, he's never been out in the 90s.
I know. Never been out in the 90s. Why did you have to bring that
how many
up?
times you out in the 90s? He's gone! He's gone! Unbelievable! 97. Bounce and a perfect line from Dale Steyn. And Hashim Amla finished the job. Disbelief everywhere, not least in this room.
Oh, Mark, you put the commentator's curse on him. It was a good delivery, it was a fuller length, it was a good nick, and a nice, comfortable catch to Amla. A fantastic innings from David Warner.
What do you think of this video? Did you enjoy it? Once again, we want to thank Sayanth and Ray for suggesting this video. We would appreciate more such suggestions. Thank you for watching, and please do like and share. Subscribe to Simply Chuma, your favorite sports-based trivia channel.